All right, Elaine Castro in the house here with the one and only El Azteca, Mario Barrios. I'm here with Boxing VIP at the Pound for Pound Gym in Las Vegas. How does it feel training here at home and having your camp here in Vegas? Actually, is Vegas even your hometown?
No, San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Yeah,
okay.
San Antonio, Texas. But yeah, no. I've been training here in Vegas now for I think like 2 years. No, like 2.5. But I've been when I started coming here, I came straight to like Pound for Pound. That's where Bob was, and then that's when I met Richard Barrios, and I was just like I like the fit, so that's where I stayed.
Having people like Bob and also Rich on your team, how has it leveled you up in a sense since you becoming pro and you moving to Vegas to do your training camp?
I'm very happy with everything that we've been able to do together these last couple of years. I think just having both Bob and Rich, their experience, their styles, just bouncing off each other. I think we found a really nice I can't think of it, but yeah, they're like the
really something.
yeah, the combination is it's nice, and I mean it's been showing with my fights that it's working.
Yeah. Dude, you're literally fighting a legend, Manny Pacquiao. I never thought I would ever even be covering one of his fights. So for me, it's a dream. For someone like you, he was in retirement. He probably was never in your radar. Like, how are you preparing for a fight of this magnitude?
The same way I always have, but yeah, no. I was never expecting to be getting ready to fight Pacquiao.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those fights that you dream of, or kind of like a fantasy fight.
Right?
But
it's just so surreal.
Yeah, but it's here, and but yeah, still just training for it, like any other any other person.
Now, one of the things that people were talking about earlier is that you guys have a huge height difference, right? About 6 to 7 inches. How are you preparing or using that to your advantage?
The same way I always have. And most of the fighters I fight, they're usually shorter than me.
Yeah.
And but just because you have the height advantage, it's not always an advantage inside the ring. Pacquiao has a lot of experience, fighting tall opponents. And so we know it's not something new that Pacquiao has seen.
Yeah, I know. I've seen a lot. Even on the bottom of your card, you have Fandora. Like, even his height difference with Twitsu, that's a huge height difference. It's probably way more than you and him. But talking about that fight, what does it feel to be a part of such a stacked card? And what's your prediction for that card for the Twitsu and Fandora fight?
I think the card, from start to finish, we got the bro Brandon Figueroa opening against Joet Gonzalez, and I think that one's gonna be a banger. I think Brandon, he's this comeback fight. I think he's gonna make a statement. Then we got Pitbull and Fierro.
That one's gonna be
and
good.
Yeah. The first one was a really good fight.
Who did you have on the first one? It was really close, no?
No, it was very close. I still thought Pitbull, but it's one of those fights that people were back and forth. You could say one or the other, and and you could see why.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Barely though, because I don't know if I'm biased, but my mom's from Tijuana, so
okay.
I was low key, high key wanting the little underdog to win.
Okay.
But I think it was
it
was fair. It was judged fairly. You know. Okay, so another thing that we want to know is, since you moved to welterweight, how has your fighting style evolved since then? Is it a difference?
I think I'm trying to think for my other fights. I don't think it's too different. I think I'm still I can still consider myself a boxer puncher. I like to I try to keep it try to be smart in there. Try to stick with the game plan my coaches have. I'll try to use my reach and my range, but I also, I get caught up, in firefights a lot, and I think that's just always been my something since I have first turn pro. So I don't think it has changed too much. Just adding little adjustments and tightening up.
Okay, so as far as your style, that's probably already stayed the same. How does Manny Pacquiao compare to someone you confronted in the past? Like,
Um,
who does he compare the most to, you would think, like fighting style?
I think the only like I think there's a lot of things I could take away from when I fought Tank. Just fighting a shorter left-hander with a very very quick feet, very quick movement, very like fast hand speed. I think that's one fight I can take a lot from and apply it like to this fight.
I would not have imagined that you would have said Tank, but I mean, the size comparison, that's a pretty good
Even
one.
yeah, even when I fought Akhmadov, Batir Akhmadov for the WBA regular at 140, he was the same thing, similar build, left-hander. He just kept the pressure, the whole time. And so yeah, like I have a little experience with like shorter left-hander.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think it would be easy to get someone like Tank, for you guys to spar? Like, how does that look? Or have you already gotten him in the sparring session?
No, we haven't actually. It just like, I mean, there's similarities and there's things I could take, from my fight with him, but it's not exactly you're right the style that we're needing. So the sparring that we've been getting for this fight, I think it's like exactly what we need for Pacquiao.
What statement are you looking to make, Mario, on fight night?
Just I don't know if it's really the statement. Just make sure go in there. I still hold the title at the end of the night. I think everything else is just gonna come. Like I said, with I think everything I'm working on here with Bob and Richard Barrios, I think we have a good game plan, and I have no doubt as long as I go in there and I execute it, I'll come out on top.
Yeah, we have no doubt. I know that you're really focused on this event, but what's next for you? What's next for El Azteca?
Uh, After this fight, I want to spend some time with my daughter.
Yes.
I've been away from her for the majority of this camp. So I mean that's one thing I'm really looking forward to. And then yeah, just continuing on bringing these big fights to the sport of boxing. Like I want to just continue fighting the best in my division and yeah, like unify the titles. I know it's going to be really up in the air right now with Boots moving up, so it's going to be interesting to see the way things play out these next few months.
You just really never know because people are going up and down all the time, right?
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you July 19th. I'm excited to see your fight and, wishing you the best always. Thank you.
I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. Elaine Castro with Boxing VIP.